How's everybody doing? Good. How about that music, huh? Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I wonder how I can like somehow manage to like find.
Comedy at a pie shop. Comedy at a pie shop. I made it, Mom. So I'm gonna do a couple pie jokes for you, specific pie jokes. And here they go. Got a couple of them for you. Sex in Baltimore is like pie. It's best to get it on Canton Square. Here's another one. This one's a little worse. Sex is like eating pie in Baltimore. It costs extra if you want cream on the inside.
Oh my goodness.
You're up. Okay, so I just moved here a few months ago, new to the city, and so I'm going to tell you a few things that I've seen and heard. I don't know the context, and this is how it went. Just walking down the street, this was a week ago, two guys talking to each other outside the store. One guy says, "Hey man, why don't you pick up my FaceTime?" The other one says, "Son, I ain't got time for your face." I don't know the context. Next one, I was in a movie theater. This was just yesterday. I was in a movie theater, feature presentation. It was dead quiet, dead dark. No one talking. Out of nowhere, I hear, "I got 13 cheeseburgers!" Don't know the context. And I was actually curious. If this guy's got some cheeseburgers, look it up.
White Castle.
White Castle, exactly. So, if anyone, I was traveling the country this summer, and I stopped in the state of Iowa. If you have time to stop in the state of Iowa, don't, because it's terrible, nothing going on. And I think it's an acronym. I think it stands for Idiots Out Walking Around. That's what it stands for to me. My ex-girlfriend was really into like astrology, and she believed in like, all the signs of the zodiac. I didn't believe in it, but she did. And the goddess of war is Athena. The goddess of love is Aphrodite. So I guess the goddess of false, hopeful thinking is the goddess of astrology. Makes no sense. So, what did I say? So it's funny how, you guys have definitely noticed this, it's funny how people like the government and police, they're always kind of rephrasing things to make it sound more appealing or like less offensive, and it's just really unfair. Like for example, instead of saying, a black hooded man walking at night, they say suspicious activity. Or instead of saying a brown man in the airport minding his business, they call it a random screening. It doesn't make much sense to me. But even the president does it. President Obama came out and openly admitted that he smoked marijuana in college from time to time, but he said that he didn't inhale, which is pretty much a cover-up of saying, yeah, I'm a huge moron. Because if you're smoking weed and you're not going to inhale it, please just leave the room. Please, I beg of you. I'm going to talk about some of my likes and dislikes now, and some things that rub me the wrong way. The singer Adele, I'm sure you guys have heard of her. Very strange to me. She's got a great voice, definitely a great musician, talented singer, but she's not that great. You know what I'm saying? Like she won like a few Grammys, I think, but I don't think she's as good as people make her out to be. What I think happened is like a producer of one record label saw that their business was going downhill because Miley Cyrus was twerking her ass off, and he's like, guys, Miley is killing us. We got to come up with something. Like, what are we gonna do? Miley's gonna, if we don't think of something, this business is going straight down the drain. Somebody think of something, and someone laughed and said, "Yeah, we might as well just throw a fat chick on stage." He goes, "That's it. That's what we got to do." Hey, Johnny, who was the singer back in the '70s? The heavyset woman that was just killing it. Was it Mama Cass? No. Think smaller. Not Mama Cass. Who was the other one? The one that you said was so big she could eat an entire deli. A deli? Oh, Adele. Adele. Are you thinking of Adele? Yeah, let's throw her up on that. Definitely worked out for him. Music these days. So I also think movies are taking quite a weird spin. Weird turn. I was watching the movie Troy the other day with the ever so sweet Brad Pitt, and I was watching, and there was this one scene where Paris of Troy, played by Orlando Bloom, also sweet. There was a scene where he and the Princess of Sparta, soon to be Princess of Troy at the time, they just finished making love, and they're in the bed, and they're both 100% naked. And Hollywood being Hollywood, all you see of the guy is just like the torso and up, just the torso and up. That's all you see. But of the female, of course, you see the ass, you see her breasts, you see pretty much everything. And I noticed, I was watching and I noticed this is happening all the time. You know, I watch a lot of Game of Thrones. There's tits and ass everywhere on that show, but there's no there's nothing for the guys. There's nothing. So really, guys, like I'm dying to see a dick on the screen. 100% dying to see one. You know, it's not really what I'm into, but come on, let's get some variety. We'll have to see one. But you know, you can't get what you want sometimes, but you get what you need, right, Johnny? So yeah, the movie Troy is based on like the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer's epic
Oh
tale.
my goodness.
And it's pretty much based around, you know, the prince of one country stole the princess of another country, and that led to the biggest world war at the time. And nowadays, that's completely fictionalized, like that would never happen. That just seems absurd, you know. But, you know, nowadays we fight over more important things like oil and money and religion, you know, the important stuff. And I really wish, like, these things did still happen. Like, can you imagine if President Obama went over to Russia for, like, a press conference of some sort, and, you know, he met with Vladimir Putin, met his family, met his kids, met his dog, pup, and on the way back on Air Force One, he tweeted a picture of him and Vladimir's wife, you know, a selfie of them two, like, hashtag I'm keeping her, or something like that. He comes back, he's like, he gives a, you know, gives a little speech to the country, he's like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm keeping her, and that's that. You know, and that led to a world war. I'd be into it. You know, sign me up and list me. So really, you know, screw the oil, screw the land, screw the money, screw the religion. Let's fight over broads. Hey, is anyone here wearing a leather jacket, leather pants of any kind? Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. Leather boots. Leather boots. Okay, so you might not like this one.
Okay, John is too.
Oh, that's fantastic. Leather kind of blows my mind because, you know, leather is definitely more like quite an expensive material. It's more expensive than cotton, whatever. And I've never really understood that because, you know, what is leather? Leather is the skin of a dead animal. You know, that's what it is, and it's like a delicacy of sorts. So I wouldn't really want to wear it, but okay, I understand that. It's a delicacy. It's expensive. People like it. But if I was going to wear a jacket,